Hello everyone, thanks for pressing play. Thank you for pressing play for another episode of ExcaliburCCGTV. Thank you to all of our new subscribers. Man, we've had an increase in subscribers just in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And it's freaking awesome. Thank you.
Someone's spreading the word.
Yes, guys, if you are, thank you, thank you, thank you. We really appreciate it, and please continue to do so. We are talking great comics for February 19th, 2014. We are ExcaliburCCG.com. This is Randy. I am Chris. We are here to talk about some awesomeness that's going to be hitting the shelf this week. Hey, a couple of shout-outs real quick. We had a lot of great conversation from last week's video. A couple of guys... Book Probe, Braden, new guy. I hadn't seen a comment before. Thanks for commenting. G Moore, good talking to you. And also Rom's Comics. I was talking to him extensively about the different things, the teams and stuff that was going on there. So thanks for commenting, guys. We really appreciate it.
Even here in the shop, we have one of our guys, mostly regular, who felt the need on Facebook to comment. Colby there. So,
okay, yeah.
He was like, oh, it's X-Men. I know everything about this. I'll throw these out. So
is he the one who did the gold team and the red team?
The stealth team.
Yes, that was awesome. That was awesome. That was really cool.
So he was in today talking about that.
Okay, very cool. Very cool. Guys, thanks for commenting. It's a longer episode. We've got the MP3 down below. Also, we've been able to add the shipping lists down below, too, so you can see the full list of everything that's coming in this week. But, guys, please continue to subscribe, like, share, all that jazz. Moving on, Randy, you had an announcement?
Yeah, real quickly. We mentioned the products that we get in here. One of the things we've gotten in that we've had people asking for now, we have it, is the Warhammer 4000, whatever it is, Warhammer paint. It is here.
Yes.
And so we don't have the room to host events with playing the Warhammer, but we have a huge selection of the different figures that they can buy or troops they can buy.
Exactly.
And now we have the paint that they can buy for it as well. You can get pretty much everything in one stop now. So if you've been having to run around town elsewhere, if you've been disappointed with where else you go to get stuff, we've got it here. We've got the great personalities, the great people here to talk with.
Yes.
So find it at the store. And like I always say, if you are someone who doesn't come in the shop here elsewhere, and you want to support us, or your store does not have this, talk to us. We can get it to you. We can work with you.
Exactly,
So,
guys.
Warhammer. It's getting bigger at this store. I think pretty soon we might have a big display rack for it. So,
along with some other changes possibly too.
Yeah.
So more on that when it happens. But guys, moving on. We are now on to, you guessed it, the question of the week. And this is basically kind of a follow-up from last week. This week, though, this is it. Are you ready, guys? Because this is it. This is going to be awesome. And Randy is so prepared for this. It's kind of cool.
it's right
and kind of scary, too, at the same time. Guys, question of the week is this. You are in charge of the Justice League. Who is on your Justice League team? It can only be 7 members max. And it can be any DC characters ever. From anywhere, ever. Just anybody. So, guys, your Justice League team. Who is on your team? Go ahead, Randy.
Okay, my team might look a little different. In fact, it might look a little more JSA than Justice League. However, these are the characters I would have in this book. I know you'd read it too. My chairperson, my Batman of the team is Mr. Terrific. Great character, one of my all-time favorites there from DC, and I wish I'd do more with him. My Superman of the team, my powerhouse, is Power Girl. So there you go. We have the Superman-Batman relationship with a whole different kind of take on it. My heart and soul of the team, the one you have to have, kind of, I guess you'd say the Johns of the team. It's funny because she's running around with him in comics right now, is Stargirl. Love Stargirl. We have the, you have to have the big powerhouse with the ring. I'm going to get it right here. I'm not going to do boring Kyle Rayner. I'm not going to do, brooding Jon Stewart. I'm going with the guy who the ring should have gone to in the first place, Guy Gardner. That is my Green Lantern. Next, I love the dynamics between these two characters that they explored in Justice Society, and would love to see them make their first appearance in New 52 because they have not. Hourman and Liberty Bell. That was Jessie Quick, and then she changed her name to Liberty Bell in honor of her mother.
Okay. Love
these characters. They were newlyweds. I want to see them here. Finally, my I like that character that's somehow seeking redemption in some way, maybe a former villain, and everybody's talking about Lex Luthor and what's to come with the Justice League. I personally think Captain Cold is a better one that I'm more interested in.
Right.
For me, with my team, it's a toss-up. I'd flip the coin here. It's either going to be Deadshot, who they really explored who he was in Secret Six.
Right.
With he's doing this because he's trying to get that money for his daughter there and his estranged daughter, or Black Adam.
Okay.
Black Adam. I always love that his sense of justice, what he was doing, was not necessarily the way that the Justice League, Justice Society, or someone did things, but he's from a different country, and their way of law, their way of doing things is much different. So does that necessarily make him wrong because he's following his way,
right,
his country's way?
Right.
So there's my team right there. I think it has a good ring. Stamp. Let's put it on there. Let's get. I wouldn't say let's get Jeff Johns. Everybody's always crazy. I'd say let's get James Robinson on there writing this right away, and throw Doug Monkey or Rafa Sandoval or someone on there to draw this. That would be my creative team to do the team. So.
Dude. Okay, guys.
Yours.
I'm slightly more prepared this week for this, but here we go. This is my team. I don't know if I necessarily have a reason for all of them, but this is going to be my team. This is who I'm going with. First off, I'd have Orion from the New Gods on the team.
Choice.
I've always liked that guy, and he's kind of a powerhouse, but to me, if he's actually not strong enough to deal with it, he's got the firepower enough to break it up into chunks for him to deal with it. It's kind of how I think of it. The next one would be Steel. I like Steel.
Cool.
I like Steel. I like him. I like the everyman being able to do what he does, and I like his character as kind of like, I don't know, the inventor, the tech guy maybe in some ways as well, but above and beyond that, just like the person thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
The next one for me is you have to have a lantern of some kind on your team, because the Green Lantern or the whatever lantern is not just one of the most powerful weapons on Earth, it's one of the most powerful weapons in the universe. So for me, it would be Jon Stewart. He would be my Green Lantern on this team.
Cool.
The next two, I think of one of them as a scalpel and one of them as a mace in the Magic World, and Dr. Fate would be on my team.
Nice.
And Etrigan, Jason Blood.
Oh.
With Fate being the scalpel and Etrigan, Jason Blood being the mace in that regard. And to round it out, the last two I think I would have on my team for stealth, for strategy, for quick thinking on their feet would be Green Arrow, definitely, and Midnighter.
Wow, so you have an all-male team.
It just kind of worked out that way. I didn't really mean for it to be that way, but
Midnighter, like the Authority Midnighter?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Because they're all part of the DC universe.
For some
now.
reason, my brain was thinking Dr. Midnight and Midnighter. Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So that's a very well thought out team. And you know what? Both of us are missing is the speedy kind of guy.
Right.
And to me, that's such a silly kind of power. They're usually not very interesting characters for me to read.
Okay.
And if you're going to get someone with speed, get him with some other kind of power also. Superman's just as fast as this guy, but he has all these other powers that he, as the Flash,
right.
he has other powers he can do. So, you know, get someone that can multitask or something there.
The lady that was close to making it to my team was Amanda Waller.
Nice.
She would have been on there. I know she's not a hero in regards, but she's somebody that's she's someone that's like the specialist. She's someone that's like she can run ops from the headquarters.
Right.
But you know, so that's my team right there. Yes, it is all guys. You know, it wasn't. And another one I was going to throw in was Blue Beetle. But
which one?
The most recent one.
Jamie Reyes.
Yeah, Jamie Reyes.
Okay.
Yeah. But guys, that's it. Now it's your turn to sign in to Google Plus and tell us below who are the 7 members of your Justice League team and why, if you got the time. But tell us. We'll take the team, or take the team with Wise and no Wise. It don't matter. We just want to know. We have fun with this. We had a lot of fun with last week's. I wish I would have put more thought into the X-Men one, but
I thought you had a good team with it.
Yeah, well, thanks. I appreciate it.
I liked it. I liked it. I also like the fact that, and I'll be interested to see if we have the same thing that goes on here. We didn't have tons of Cyclops and Rogues and Wolverines and everything on the team. We had people that, you know, maybe they picked Iceman or one of the originals, Jean Grey, or even Angel, which was, I thought, a bit of a shocking one. You don't really hear Angel's name mentioned that much, or when you do, you hear Archangel.
Right.
So I'll be interested to see if Superman or Batman or Wonder Woman, you know, one of those is on the list. Me personally, I'm not going to be surprised to see like a Martian Manhunter make someone's list, but we'll see if the big 3 are there, or if people are kind of tired of it and want, you know, have other characters they like and want to add to that list.
Yeah. Very cool. Guys, tell us below now. We're moving on to the storylines that are coming out this week. We got some Forever Evil stuff, some Gotopia, some of this, some of that, bada bing, bada boom. What do you want to start off with, Randy?
We have Forever Evil coming out, and we have Justice League number 28. With this one, we are kind of getting to the penultimate chapter there in everything with the Forever Evil storyline. So we see that more heroes are starting to step up, take step into the spotlight there to face off against the crime syndicates as they've, you know, made their presence known here on Earth. And this time it's going to be Cyborg coming back. Yeah, he's back, and with him is the Metal Men.
Yes.
So we got to see Will, and I'm suddenly drawing a blank on the last name. We got to see him last time issue. The creator of the Metal Men. Now we're getting
Will Magnus. Yeah,
Magnus.
Yeah.
Thank you. And now we get to see the Metal Men step into action. So,
and don't we get to see a new and improved Cyborg?
Yes, sleeker, neater looking. You know, he's all kinds of awesome there.
Cool.
Hopefully they've made him where he's not just going to fall apart at the first sign of some sort of trouble. They do that to him all the time. They do.
That's awesome.
They do. Go back and look at just about every single story arc they have, and he gets dismantled every single time.
Okay. I can believe it. Guys, following on with that, we still have the Forever Evil Blight storyline going on, and that is Trinity of Sin Pandora number 8 hitting this week. This is part 13 of 18. And we are seeing the Trinity of Sin characters, Pandora, Constantine, Phantom Stranger, teaming up along with the Justice League to get and help and save the Mystics that are involved in this entire this fight that's going on with the Blight and everything that's going on in there. So, get this as well. It continues on in Justice League Dark number 28.
Cool.
Boom.
Awesome. We have Marvel Now coming out here. With that, our only title that's that has the point now to it is Nova number 13, Point Now. With this one, we have our character Sam. He has been looking for answers as to what the downfall, the demise of the Nova Corps has been. And unfortunately, before I think he can get those answers, he runs into a new threat of some sort. I'm guessing this is going to be an original threat that is it Jerry or Gary Dugan is bringing to the book. But the exciting part is he now has his new partner, I guess, so to speak, because, I mean, for long term that I know of, he's going to be in the book.
Okay.
Fan favorite, Beta Ray Bill.
Cool. So if he's going to be on board for a while, that's awesome.
Yeah. So that's I think a lot of people will jump on board there because this is the point now. So it's an entry point, but you're also going to have tons of people jumping on because they love Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, yeah. Pick it up, guys. And this also, hey, Nova is also a great like young teen book. Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, 10, 11, 12, young teen book. So if you got somebody that you know, your own child or niece, nephew, whatever, that's a great book to hook them up with. Continuing on, guys, storylines, we have Gothtopia continuing this week, but in Birds of Prey. And in this book, Birds of Prey number 28, Gothtopia is there, and we see this team as Black Canary leads them to confront how do you say, Ra's al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, Raj, yeah, I don't know.
I'll have to rewatch the movies to see how to say it correctly.
I don't know if the movie's canon there.
Oh, come on, man. But guys,
go back and watch the Batman Adventure, or animated series there.
Was he in that?
Yeah.
I guess, okay, I haven't seen it all, so I never saw those episodes. But guys, it looks like Canary's trying to make a deal for the life of her husband with this issue right here. So, if you're on board the Gothtopia storyline, Birds of Prey number 28, don't miss it. Any other storylines?
I think that wraps up the storylines.
Boom! Now, number ones, and there's a couple of them here that you should know about.
Yeah. The one that's cool that I'll start off with is tying in to Nova.
Okay.
New Warriors number 1 comes out.
Yep.
And with this, who's our writer on it? I'm looking on yours to see. I don't see the writer. Anyways, New Warriors number 1 comes out. This right here sees Justice and Speedball. They have been throughout issues of Nova there, and deciding should we get the band back together. I guess yes, they pulled the trigger. The band's back together. They're going to have characters like Nova. Yep. Scarlet Spider. Sun Girl, who she was in the last I saw her Avengers Academy, and Hummingbird, a new character maybe, I'm not sure, and other faces that you might not have seen before. They are going to step up against any sort of threat there that is facing the Marvel Universe. They're going to face it head on, and the first threat that they seem to come across is the High Evolutionary. What? So I haven't seen him in a while. No. He, for a while there, it seemed like they had 3 or 4 story arcs throughout different books where he was the villain. They're like, and now nothing. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see him back again. I don't know if they're going to possibly have any tie-ins to the Terrigen Mist and Humanity kind of stuff that's been going on. Maybe some of these new characters might be one of those because Marvel's really been doing their trying to push these Inhumans characters. So, guys, another one that's hitting the shelf this week from Image Comics that you'll want to check out is Undertow. This is a completely new creative team I haven't seen before. We've got Steve Orlando and Artyom Trakhanov, Russian artists. These guys are teaming up. They've done some other stuff before, smaller press type stuff and anthology stuff, but now they've gotten their chance to create their own series here at Image. And this is a story of Atlantis. Atlantis is the ruling power, and the people of Atlantis are the ruling class of the world. What we've got here is we have a terrorist who is terrorizing the current regime of Atlantis with his own boat, his own people, his own followers, and he also has the son of one of the high political members of the Council of Atlantis or whatever. That's kind of like giving a big, up yours to his parents and joining up with this terrorist as the terrorist tries to find out and learn what is the secret of the amphibian on land. So they're trying to figure out how they can conquer land and how especially they will be able to conquer the amphibian that they're trying to find out about. So this is all underwater. This is all its own world. And from what I've read with the interviews and stuff with the creator, there's a lot of parallels to what you see and hear about what's going on right now in our world currently. Okay. So seems to be maybe an allegory in some ways of what's going on, but looks very interesting. I'm interested in the premise of it, so I'm gonna be checking it out. You should check it out too. Cool. Also, a reminder with you guys, or for you guys, it's a 6-issue miniseries. Yes, so it's not an ongoing. No. Thank you, Image, for actually specifying that. Right. However, if the first few issues do well, suddenly we might see that it is an ongoing. But they were kind enough to tell us it was exactly the miniseries. We've got. I don't know if this is a one-shot or if this is going to be. I think it is. It's X-Files Conspiracy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I think it's just a one-shot.
And I think this is a follow-up to the Ghostbusters one.
Right, right.
This one here has the lone gunman now trying to find these, turtles that they've heard about. The turtles have been trying to lay low, keep out of the spotlight, but somebody has heard of them. They're searching for them, and it seems to be that the turtles are going to be the only hope of saving the world. So if the lone gunman can't get in contact or find them,
right,
we might be screwed. The first one flew out of here, the Ghostbusters one.
Awesome.
They just seem like fun kind of things here. So I like what the IDW is doing here with that.
Very cool. Very cool. I thought the whole premise when we first heard about that a couple weeks ago of the lone gunman looking into these cases, I thought that was just a cool idea in the first place.
It's a neat way of tying in the whole world. They did that with the Infestation, and now they're doing that with the X-Files universe there. Yeah.
Guys, another one hitting from Dark Horse, brand new miniseries, The White Suits, from Frank Barbiere and Toby Cypress. Frank Barbiere is the guy who's been writing 5 Ghosts.
That's right.
At Image, which is now an ongoing series.
That's right.
Like we were talking about, sometimes it happens, sometimes it don't. But guys, this follows mysterious killers dressed in white. And they're showing up now in modern day times, but they've also showed up in the past, like 60, 70 years ago, like during the Cold War and stuff. Mm-hmm. And now an FBI agent is on the trail to find out who these people are, what's their connection with, what's going on with them, why are these same killers in white from decades ago showing up now looking the same, acting the same as they did back then. Mm-hmm. So it's a mystery series, looks like a mystery espionage series from Frank Barbiere. So guys, if you're interested in checking out some espionage, action, mystery, adventure, The White Suits, 4 issues is all it is. Check it out.
What you should also mention with that one is it's not just the FBI agent, but an amnesiac also.
Yes, thank you.
Him. So I don't know if it's going to be like a buddy cop or if it's going to be more serious tone. I don't know what it is, but you've got 2 people working for him.
Nice.
2. Okay, next up from Marvel Comics, it's another miniseries. I don't know if it's 4 or 5 issues. Probably 5 is what they seem to do with these right now. Dexter Down Under #1 is coming out. The big draw on this one, besides it being Dexter, is the creator of Dexter, Jeff Lindsay, is going to be writing this story here. So this one finds Dexter down under. He is in Australia. There is a serial killer there. The only real tagline that they give for this is Dexter finds out that the sharks aren't the most vicious killers in Australia. So something else is there. I do like the cover for it has Dexter lounging in an inner tube over water with sharks swimming underneath him. So.
And a dead body.
Looks neat.
And a floating body.
Was
too.
there? I didn't catch that.
And a floating body.
I missed that one.
Down in Australia. Good day, mate. See how that goes for Dexter. Guys, another one here from Dark Horse. Terminator, Enemy of My Enemy. This is a 6-issue miniseries written by Dan Jolly with art by Jamal Isle. That's how I pronounced it. But we've seen him before. Jamal's done plenty of artwork for DC Comics. Does some of his own creator-owned stuff. We see Dan Jolly, who's finishing up Bloodhound, Crowbar Medicine over there. This is what if, with the original series, the original story that we know about what happened with the scientist in the past and Cybernet and everything that happened on Skynet that was going on with them. Kyle Reese went back to help them protect.
Right.
Well, the machines have targeted a different scientist who is threatening their future. But this time, there's no one being sent back to protect her.
Right.
So will she be able to survive on her own against the Terminators in her time period? So, guys, for 6-issue miniseries, if you're fans of Terminator, this is one for you to be checking out.
Robocop Momento Mori is coming out. This is a one-shot. It's being written by Frank Barbiere.
Oh, okay,
He's kind of doing everything. And he did part of the anthology that came out last week, that something in Detroit. The Detroit one.
Yeah.
But so we have another one. This is I'm just now seeing
what?
So apparently this is a 4-part anthology, and the last one was written by Joe Harris. This is now Frank Barbieri's turn, and so you're going to have 4 different parts to it.
Right.
I'm a bonehead for not figuring that out sooner. But that's why I couldn't figure out why it just said Joe Harris' name on it. I'm like, but you're telling me that everybody else is writing this also. Why do you just have one person's name? So this is his turn to tell his story of RoboCop, and I guess we're going to get next week Ed Brisson's and the following Michael Morrissey's story. So there you go. Sometimes I screw up, I mess up on things, but this is going to be his. This full chapter will be his story. I was thinking that it was one shot that had 4 different stories within it last time.
Okay.
So, it will be bound and collected that way.
Yes, exactly. It's like RoboCop month, you know. I think there's one coming out each week for this month. Yeah. Because when I posted those, when I did the previews and put them on the website, there was like 4 or 5 of them I put on there, and there was each of them with different creative teams for each one of the one shots.
Yeah. So each one of these are just kind of as Alex Murphy transitions between being himself and becoming RoboCop. Yeah. He's going through these memories of who he was. So.
Exactly.
Oh, so there you have it, people. Sometimes it takes, and if you saw me kind of going real quickly, for some reason I didn't write out what this was about beforehand, so I'm going, I need to read this real quickly. So as I read that, the clouds separated and the light shone through. I went, I understand now.
I understand. That's awesome. That's awesome. I think that's it for the number 1s, guys. Do you have one more?
Yes, that is it.
That's
for the number 1s. There are quite a few number 1s coming out here, but it's not overwhelming like last week. Just seemed to be an avalanche of number 1s.
There was, and Marvel especially to thank for all of that. So, guys, moving on to our favorites, stuff that we read each month, month in and month out, that we love telling you about, that you should be getting if you aren't already. What you got, bro?
Or books that are very hot right now, or that you should probably be aware of that are coming out.
Exactly.
Like Harley Quinn number 3 is coming out.
Okay.
And with this, it's, how appropriate, a Valentine's Day issue. Everybody seems to be in love. Everybody except Harley. And she's feeling a little down and out because of that. Maybe Poison Ivy has something there that can cheer her up. Don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be pretty messed up, probably, because it's Kamiati writing this, and it is Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. So we'll find out what it is here. Should be a fun one.
Should be a fun one, huh?
Yeah.
Speaking of number 3s, Avengers World, number 3. Guys, this has been a fun... I know some people have complained that it's Jonathan Hickman and Nick Spencer writing, with maybe a touch more Spencer than Hickman. But issues 1 and 2 were great. There's been a lot of changes that have gone on here with the whole Avengers team. And this issue, we're going to see Gorgon versus Shang-Chi. And I am so looking forward to it because they set it up awesomely with the last issue. So, but beneath all that, there's still a lot of stuff going on with the AIM Island and the AIM Scientist Supreme and others. Entropy that is involved. There's these powers that they have backing them up with the changes that they're wanting to make. So it's still got that deepness that Hickman brings to it, right. And there's some great action and other underlying things going on as well. But I am so looking forward to this Gorgon and Shang-Chi going at it and see what happens from there.
Now, this is round 2 with them. They've faced off with each other before.
I thought that they had in the past, but I could not.
They had they had a crown or something that he had, and Shang-Chi got that while everybody else is doing their thing, and he gets back on the plane with it. It happened in one of the Avengers.
It was in the Avengers. Yeah. What did they go to Madripoor? Is that what happened?
That? I think that's what it was.
I kind of remember that now. Yeah.
So this is round 2.
So yes,
we'll see if Shang-Chi wins again, or
and this is actually, whoever wins this wins control of the hand. So the stakes are a bit different with this one. So,
and heads up, people, because it's just been announced that there will be coming out soon a new Shang-Chi series.
Yep.
So I'm excited. Is it miniseries?
Yeah,
I thought they said ongoing.
4 issue.
Okay. Oh well. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's going to be Mike Benson writing that, and I like he did a Punisher Max one shot that I really enjoyed.
Cool.
So also coming out here we have Uncanny X-Men number 17. This one is Chris Pachalo on art. Love his art. One of my favorites, as previous video I stated. This is tough love X-Men style.
Okay.
It's a training day there for the students, and it looks like the teachers have dropped them off and just left them alone. Nobody there. What's going on? We don't know. Nice. What are we supposed to do? So we'll see what happens with that. I've been enjoying the X-Men. This one is not my tip-top favorite, but because it has a Pachalo art on it, it still pulls me in every month here.
And that last, I think it was the last issue that focused on Magneto.
Yes, that was an awesome.
That was so awesome. It so set it up for his series coming out.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, now I really want to read the Magneto series.
Yeah.
That was super cool. Guys, Daredevil number 36, the final issue of this series in its current incarnation.
That's right.
And guys, with that last 35, with issue number 35, we saw Daredevil decide it was time to take Elektra's advice that she gave to him and attack the Sons of the Serpent in a way that they would not see coming. And I didn't see it coming either. So, boom, there we go. That last panel, last page, what Matt Murdock decided to do right there in court, I was like, okay, you can't come back from this.
Yeah.
Not like what you did before, unless you got some magic up your sleeve. So, guys, this is the final issue of the series before it launches, and Daredevil has to move out to San Francisco,
right,
to do what he's going to be doing out there. But I know this is ending, but in this last issue, but you should still be getting this and checking it out because it's leading up to what the new thing is that's coming from the same creative team. Right. And this guy, Javier Rodriguez, man, has not missed a beat. Awesome artist.
Yeah. Oh,
awesome artist.
He's one that Marvel, I'm sorry to say, because I think he inks or he colors, he does something on there regularly. And Marvel needs to pull him away and have him actually doing the art on a book. I love his art.
Great stuff.
We have Wonder Woman number 28 coming out here. Best series from DC right now. And with this, we see that the Firstborn has somehow broken free. And last time, it took the God of War to take him down. He wants that title, God of War. Except Wonder Woman has that title right now. So it's like having his cake and eating it too, because he wants the title. He's wanted Wonder Woman. He's got both of them there in the same package, and it should be awesome. I'm looking forward to this one just because this top of the stack book every single month.
Nice. Guys, a new one that just debuted. I picked up number 1, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to check out number 2. Talking about Punisher. Punisher number 2 hits. In case you didn't know, there is a new Punisher series going on with the same Punisher, Frank Castle.
That's right.
But guys, things have changed. He's moved his location out from Brooklyn and New York and all those areas. He's over on the other side of the map now. He's over in Los Angeles. Still doing what he does best, but I love the little twist because there is a team of Punisher Predators, otherwise known as the Howling Commandos, that are chasing him down. Why? We don't know. They are a special ops elite force that has been assigned to bring him down. Cool. We don't know why, don't know what's going on in that regard, but I want to find out more, and I had no idea that it would be the Howling Commandos. So
I just, is it Nathan Edmondson writing it?
Yeah.
Please don't say goth bling or whatever it was. Punisher doesn't say bling. That was a terrible word for Punisher to use.
He only used it once, though, right?
It's like my grandmother saying that. And
goes,
no, don't do that.
No, not in my presence.
Yeah. We also coming out from DC. DC has a whole lot coming out here. That's not just a lot of it's usually so focused on their events and whatnot. We have Supergirl number 28 coming out. This is Red Daughter of Krypton. And with this series, we have Kara getting a ring.
Exactly.
Except it's not just any old ring. It's not an engagement ring. It's not a promise ring. It's not a wedding ring. It is a red ring.
Yes.
And so now this is not a joke. This is not something that is, I think, going to be a one and done kind of thing. I think this is, they want to see where it goes with it. Kara, Supergirl, Red Lantern.
Right.
And for me, when I've seen the image there for the Justice League United, it's had her just in the regular Superman outfit. I don't know if that's kind of a red herring. I don't know if we're going to be getting a Red Lantern Supergirl whenever that comes out.
Interesting.
So we'll see. This is, I think, the start of everything with that. Although she has made her appearance in the Red Lantern book as that. So pick this up. Don't want to miss it if you enjoy everything that's going on. And there were a whole lot of people coming in looking for the Red Lantern book because of this going on with her.
Okay. Well, that's it for me, man. What about for you?
Last one for me. We have X-Men number 11 coming out. We just had, not last week, the week prior, the Point Now issue.
Right.
With this one, we see that Archaea, she is John Sublime's weird microbiotic twin sister, something
right.
But we see that she has assumed control of the sisterhood, and she's decided to open it up to more people, more females, and these are ones that the rest of the team doesn't necessarily agree with because they're a bit of a loose cannon craziness, but they're ones that have big chips on their shoulders against the X-Men and may help Archaea meet her goal, which is, you know, total domination of all, I guess, technology throughout the world. So we have that, and it looks like everybody there, the X-Men, Jubilee, who I love what they've done with her character in the series, and M, and you know, those that have Karma that have just come in and kind of they haven't even gotten their bearings straight before they have to face off against this crazy sisterhood that just keeps getting more and more dangerous.
Okay.
So kudos to Brian Wood.
It happens once every episode,
I think so. Kudos to Brian Wood for taking this sisterhood and bringing in not just mutants there. He's got this Lady Deathstrike that's you know, an upgraded, all new Lady Deathstrike. Who I'm suddenly drawing a blank on. Who's the Enchantress? The Enchantress.
That's right.
And Typhoid Mary.
Yeah.
So that's not your usual X-Men villains that you see there. So
it sounds like one of our teams. That was
well, that's the awesome thing. The last issue, he really used those X-Men with like all the children and everybody teaming up to try to find the sisterhood. So I like that, you know, he takes a lot less, a lot more unconventional route with his X-Men than everybody else does. So kudos to that. I should also mention, I believe that that Conan the Barbarian number 25 comes out, which is a Brian Wood book. This is the final issue of that. So once they collect everything up there, go read his Conan. I'm not a huge fan of it, but man, he had an interesting story with Conan and Belief there. So very, very good. It's all over with. I think they're going to be relaunching with Conan the Avenger.
Right.
You know, he's got the Avenger card now. He's
Avenger now.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Something like that. Conan the Avenger. So.
Guys, that's everything for this week that we have time to cover. Like I said at the beginning, we'll have the full shipping list down below, so you can take a look and see what we didn't cover, but we'll still be hitting the shelves. And guys, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. Okay, now you have a couple of things that you got to do at this point. Number one, thumbs up, share the video, and also sign in to Google Plus and tell us your Justice League team.
I'll also give them one more thing. I want to hear, we have all this new wave of Marvel Now Marvel number ones. Tell us what you think of them, because I haven't really heard anything yet about Miss Marvel, Punisher, Black Widow, all those. Talk to us. What do you think about it?
Yeah, tell us below. And guys, we are ExcaliburCCG.com, Excalibur Comics, Cards, and Games here in Shreveport, Louisiana, as well as in Texarkana, Texas. Guys, hey, follow us on Facebook. We got a lot of stuff going on there. Have a lot of fun on there as well. Just the links down below. Like the page. Enjoy. Have fun. And that's it for this week, guys. Happy Valentine's. I hope everybody that has a girlfriend or significant other or whatever, hope you had a great weekend. And guys, we will see you in our next video.
Corporate holiday.
Corporate holiday. Take care.